Fairy Tale 317. Okay, this is the quiet before the storm of 10,000 dragons. More of a build-up chapter. It was a good chapter. It wasn't great. It was a good chapter. There's a lot of things going on out there. The whole thing, Carla's premonition keeps coming back as an issue, and she keeps the white. Arcadios is the White Knight, because I think most people are like, Arcadios is probably a bad guy. I think he may turn out, as of now, as of 317, I think he's going to end up being somehow a good guy, somehow, because of that premonition. But I don't know, because of it exceeds premonition. Maybe I'm kind of hanging that on a bit much there. But anyway, the whole thing about the Eclipse Gate. Now, Eclipse 2, right? We know what Eclipse 2 is now, or at least we have some idea. It's an Ethereon power level, 7 years to get enough energy. The Ethereon was, by the council, to power up the castle that Jalil created. So, yeah, or that he was in help. But anyway, that was okay. So you get this huge power source. You can kind of see where things are. It probably, in hindsight, that probably wasn't what they should do. That's probably what ends up creating the disaster. So yeah, so that probably wasn't a good thing to be done. Okay, there's a lot going on. The whole thing of, I really like how Hero, some here, some there, some here. I would have liked a little more action, but it didn't happen this time around. And a little more humor, but of course the anime will probably be funnier. The whole thing between Gaijal and Rogue. So now there's a relationship between. So Rogue knows Gaijal and somehow, and he's like his hero or something, and then the whole thing, of friendship, and Fro, and that kind of thing, kind of touching, and kind of a build up for there, and and the chapter is called Frog, so it's kind of for this moment that happened right there. So I thought that was pretty good, and the whole thing about Lucy going back to she's lying for some reason. Arcadios of all people is the one they're doing the thought thing. It's like, why is she lying? It's Arcadios who's. So, yeah, I don't know. So there's something messed up with that. And then the whole thing with Altair, Jalil, they're going to be a critical part of it. I like all the different elements that are coming together for this. Because anything with Jalil is going to be epic. It just is. It's going to happen that way. So, and then Altair's there, and then you get it. So there's all these characters and creatures. So whatever's going to happen is going to be probably it's going to be massive. 10,000 dragons might even, and that might even be just the tip of the iceberg of the problems that we're going to have. So anyway, like I say, it was a good chapter. Really enjoyed it. Of course, there's the only thing about it, like I say, I wish I could have had a little more action. I would say more humor. It'll probably be a lot funnier as it usually is in the anime. I like the way that it's topish, some of this, some of this, some of that. So it kind of mixed it up. You're not focused too much on one thing. I really like the way Hero did that. Speaking of liking the way Hero did something, how about the end? Rogue's shadow evidently is evil and has power. And it was like this, kind of this tailed beast conversation thing. Hey, I'll give you the power. Just kill Jalil. It's like, or excuse me. Kill Gaijal. So it's like, what the heck? I loved it. I thought that was fantastic. It added some kind of element, and it may even. I wanted to know. I guess the big criticism I'd have for this or something, just on a personal level, is I wanted to understand Rogue's story better. Usually, when they do a story reveal, this was like a kind of partial reveal. I really would like to have understood a lot better, but I'm assuming that there's probably something with the shadow that he doesn't even know, or maybe Gaijal knows or something. But it adds a whole different element to it. So I really appreciate what Hero did at the end of that, because that really, who saw that coming, right? Anybody out there predict that Gaijal's shadow would be? Yeah, okay, so that didn't happen. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. This, like I say, very entertaining. Not a great chapter, but it's very, very entertaining and definitely ready for the next chapter. Anybody can be an anime fan. Anybody can be a fairy tale fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.